you fucks? You fuzzy fucks. How you guys doing today? Hope you guys are doing pretty cool. Hope you guys are doing alright. It's the 18th today. It's Tuesday. Currently on my lunch break from work. We got about a little more than half an hour to kill. So I decided, fuck it, might as well say hi, talk a little bit to you, to myself, to anybody who's listening right now on the outside of my car. Why are you shooting in your car? Why aren't you in your backyard again? Oh, simple, because this is I do where I can. And I think that's something that I'm gonna keep doing. Now, with that being said, let's talk about some shit. Okay? Now, I'm seeing a lot of shit about these debates, this Hillary versus Trump thing, and honestly, I'm so tired. I'm so fucking tired. And I know a lot of people are just saying, well, I mean, if you don't like either candidate, you've got the third party. They suck too. There are no good candidates out there. There's nobody out there to represent the people. And quite honestly, I don't know how much longer this country is going to last. Now, with that being said, I'm not saying I hate this country. I fucking love this place. Are you shitting me? My mom and dad, they came here from the Middle East because they know this place is the shit. The people here are the shit. You couldn't ask for better neighbors, better friends, a better environment, you know, to be. You really couldn't. Especially out here in Southern California. I mean, we have everything here. Like, honestly, you want to go to the beach? You can go to the beach. You want to go to the mountains? Go to the mountains. You want to go to the desert? We've got the desert. You want to go fuck with snow? Go fuck with snow. It's everything is everywhere, and it's fucking awesome. And I love it. But with, one thing I want to talk about is, actually no, caught myself. I was about to go on another tangent without finishing this first one. And in regards to the debates, there needs to be a real change with the way everything is set up. Now, normally when people say that, you know, they'll have some sort of idea. Personally, I don't. I have no idea what the hell we need to do as a country, as a people, to make everything okay. Now, the whole "let's make America great again" is bullshit. America was never perfect. I mean, I think what Trump is referring to is the 1950s, you know, right after World War II, where we were in an economic boom, per se, where Americans were making a lot more money. The middle class was doing fantastic. But one thing that I think he's forgetting is the segregation, what is it called? Jim Crow, Sam Crow laws, you know. That was when we had the civil rights movement. That's when we had influential people like Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, what is her name? The lady, Rosa Parks. You know, that's when these people came up, because, you know, even though America was doing great monetarily, you know, financially, socially speaking, we were fucked up. You know, we had this concept that, you know, a certain, you know, based on the color of your skin, that you were lesser or greater than somebody else, which is bullshit. You know. Now, actually, with that being said, there's something I do want to address, especially among the Arab community. And honestly, even though a lot of Arabs, you know, I'm not gonna say that all Arabs are racist, because that in itself is a stupid ass remark, because we're not. But definitely with the older generation, they do have this sort of mentality of, like, you know, like any Arab can stand by me when I say this. You've heard your parents say, you were born Arab, you die Arab, and you marry Arab. Which is, to me, is ridiculous, because they have this idea of, like, you want to keep the Arabic culture strong and healthy and almost in a sense pure. Now let me tell y'all why I think that is ridiculous. The whole idea of that, you know, Arabs are different than people from Africa or from Asia or from Europe or from America or from Southern America. If you It doesn't matter what you believe, what religion you believe, every single person believes one thing. We all come from the same place. So how are you going to believe that we all are all brothers and sisters when you want to keep a certain type of features prominent? With a sense of superiority is ridiculous. So that in itself, even though they may have good intentions, you must keep the culture, the Arabic culture. Culture is just a way of thinking. So the fact that you want to keep an old way of thought, an old way of thinking, an old way of interacting with people, the exact same is retarded. Now I know some of you guys, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for that. I understand where you're coming from. You want to keep your values strong and healthy, but they're not out of values. They're just values that people have, and you know what? We need to change them. Well, why do we need to change them? Simple. If you don't change, you don't grow and you don't learn. And us Arabs, we have a very heavy tradition, tradition-based ideal and philosophy behind us. We do. Arabs are so proud. Anytime you speak to an Arab, and you're like, "Oh, what did Arab country?" We'll repeat the exact same stuff. Oh, well, we came up with algebra, the numerical system. We came up with language, a bunch of very notable things. But we got to stop looking at it as, "Oh, Arabs did this." No. People did this. Individuals, people, very smart. It doesn't matter where they came from, because at the end of the day, everything benefits us. There's not one discovery that hurts us. Rather, we just learn something new. That's it. So this whole, you must represent the Arab people. No, you need to represent yourself first and foremost. You're not your ethnicity. You are not, your just genetic makeup or where your grandparents came from. Because at the end of the day, you trace it far back enough, we all come from the same area. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you come from, what you hail. All that matters is that you strive to be the absolute best that you can be. And honestly, I feel that's not said enough in Arab cultures. Arab parents, they want you to be the best so you can represent your people. Who are your people? Now, I especially have a really hard time with that, because my mom, she was born in Kuwait, but my grandmother, she was born in Palestine. My grandmother on my father's side, Jordanian, from Irbid, from Deir Yusuf, reppin'. They're like, "Oh, you're an Arab American. Why? Why am I not just an American?" Isn't the whole concept of being an American is you guys brought me here not so you can bring the Middle East here. Why the fuck would you want to do that? Why'd you leave then? No, you came here because this is America. This is the land of opportunity, the land of success. And the thing is, the reason why this country is so amazing is because people can band together, not over, you can band together over anything. A language, a religion, a business idea, a philosophy, anything. And you can churn something of it. This country, you can do whatever you want. Whatever. And I feel like a lot of times that really stunts individuals. Now, I can't speak on behalf of, my black brothers and sisters, my Spanish brothers and sisters, my Mexican brothers and sisters, my Asian brothers and sisters. I can't speak on behalf of them because I don't know what you guys go through. And I would love to have a conversation with you guys. I'd love to see how that is for you. What is it like growing up that way? I was always brought up that with the concept of you're Arab, and that's it. You're just, like, the way my parents made it seem is like you're Arab born. You're Arabic. You're an Arab born in America. That's it. You're not really an American. You're not Western, which is furthest from the truth. I mean, once you grow up and you get away from your parents and you start going to school, you start learning. You're surrounded by all these different kinds of people. And you know what? That's America. That's, we are diversity on diversity on diversity, culture after culture, and we all blend together. And the beautiful thing about that is you learn things and you see parts of the world that, you get a little sneak peek at parts of the world that you'd never get a part of, that you'd never see before. Like, if you were born and raised in the Middle East, that's all you know. All you know is Arabic culture, Arabic food, Arabic language, Arabic religions. That's it. There's no room for you to expand past that Middle Eastern thing. Whereas here in the United States, in America, all day, every day, freedom, 365, 360, all around, yeah. What we get here is a chance to see the world without leaving our state. It's a chance for people to really get a sneak peek at the world. Like, say for example, you were brought up a certain way, but something didn't vibe with you. Like, say like there's a certain piece that just doesn't make sense, but then you talk to somebody else like from another culture, and you're like, you know what, that little piece fits right here. That little puzzle piece from your culture fits in this part of my brain. It makes sense to me. And you're gonna use that. You're gonna take that. You're gonna grow with that. And you're gonna pass that on. And I think for Audibles, we gotta really put a stop to this whole, you do it because you're Audub, you need to live, breathe, eat Audub. It's gonna do nothing but hold us back. Now, in regards to what I initially started this conversation about was politics and the people who are in it. Right now, in all honesty, guys, the only two people who are really running for president is Trump and Hillary. That's it. And you know what? It shows you two mentalities that the United States is prominently having. Now, of course, you guys are going to say, oh, well, what about Gary Johnson or that lady from the Green Party who's a doctor? They're not pulling high enough, guys. And quite frankly, the libertarian, he's not very charismatic. He's almost too logical. He speaks too logical. He's all about the money and everything like that. And I've heard it 1,000 times from Gary Johnson. Socially liberal, financially conservative. Okay, that's fine. What the fuck does that mean? And from the Green Party, honestly, I haven't heard enough from the Green Party. I really don't see them. I really don't know what they believe in. If you know or you want to tell me, leave a comment down below. Like down there. Leave it down there. I will read everything, I promise. But the whole Donald Trump situation, I think, is actually, we can go ahead and thank Donald Trump. We can thank the overly PC people, the ultra sensitive people who, quite honestly, are just ridiculous. It's gone to a point where it's insane. It makes no sense anymore. I love the fact that now my gay brothers and sisters can now get married. That is amazing. You love each other. I don't give a shit if you marry a horse. You love it, marry it. Doesn't matter to me. And if you're a guy trapped in a woman's body or vice versa, and you want to go through and you want to be that who you are, how you feel inside, go for it. But that whole you misgendered me or da-da-da-da-da, which, honestly, I haven't really seen it in real life. It's just kind of online. It's too much. It's taking itself way too far, and it's taking itself way too seriously, and it's just fucking ridiculous. And people have gotten sick and tired of listening to it. And because of that, because of the overly PC-ness, people are now going shooting back left. It's almost like a rubber band effect. You try to go way too far right, and then boom, people get sick of it and they go all the way left just to spite you. Now, because of that, that's why Trump has made it so far. It's just because of the overly PC-ness and the just way too far into the ridiculousness that we let a guy like that go through. Now, do I know Trump personally? Fuck no. I'm just some kid in Southern California. Where I work in a warehouse. I go to school, and that's it. I just see the dude on the news. And the reason he's gotten so far, and I honestly believe it, is because people are sick and tired of hearing people bitch and moan about things that don't matter. Not to say that a lot of stuff they're saying doesn't matter, but when you take it too far, you've taken it too far, and now your whole argument just goes to shit. Now, and then we've got Hillary, who is everything that we hate about a politician. And here's the thing, she's actually the most qualified person for this job. I'm not a Hillary supporter. I don't give a shit about any of them. And to be honest, the president doesn't really matter as much as people make it sound. Our Congress matters. Our House of Representatives matter. They've been there for too damn long, and they're the ones who are really fucking everything up. They're the ones who make the policy. They're the ones that tell us how to spend our money, how to spend our taxes. And the president can veto, but I mean, you already knew that. If you didn't, please just go watch a video on how the three branches of government works: judicial, legislative, and executive branch. Just go watch a 10-minute video. You'll get the idea. But she's everything that, people hate about a politician. She's sneaky. She's lying. She's a bit crooked. She's in the bank's pockets. And you know what? Does she have the people's best interest at heart? I have no idea. She talks a good game. But is she gonna go with it? I doubt it. Why? Because politicians never really do. They only got people are greedy, and that's something we just gotta know. Now, also on top of that, now I know a lot of people are saying like, well, dude, you have no right to talk about any of this shit that you're talking about, and no, you're wrong. I can talk about whatever the fuck I want. And here's the thing. Anytime I say something, you have an opposing opinion, drop it in the comments down below. I told you guys, I will read everything. I want to have a conversation with you guys. I want to learn about your point of view, what you're saying. Now, when it comes to people just calling other people racists and really just not listening, or vice versa, calling somebody an idiot and calling somebody stupid, that's not an argument. You've just shut yourself down, which is openly ridiculous. If you have something to say it. Don't get frustrated and then, kind of throw your argument away because you're angry. You gotta, stay calm, composed. Let me know what you think down below. Let me hear your voice, and we can have a conversation. If I said something wrong, show me what I said wrong, and let me try to fix it. Let me try to better myself. And if you guys get something out of this, that's fantastic. That's what I want from this. That's what I want from this hopeful conversation with everybody around me. And the whole Black Lives Matter with the and the police, it's a problem, but it's sort of a side effect. It's sort of like it's bound to happen. I mean, the trust with the police has never been more shady. And I live out in Ranch Cucamonga, which is, if you know the place, it's very, very white. It's people there, they make a good living, they don't worry about the police. It's a very positive general police outlook, but there's still trouble. People still, me personally, whenever I'm driving, I don't smoke weed, I don't do any drugs, I don't really drink. But whenever there's a police officer behind me and I'm driving, I get fucking scared. Not because I'm afraid of losing my life. No. That's not what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking like, shit, this guy's got a quota to meet. He's gonna pull my ass over. I'm gonna get a ticket. And now, like, I'm fucked because I can't afford it. I can't pay for this fucking ticket. And that's, the police are here to protect and serve the people. But now we've turned them into debt collectors in a sense. Why? Why the fuck is this guy who's supposed to protect and serve me, he's gonna pull me over and charge me? That's not protecting me. Why? Because I was going a little fast? You're gonna pull me over? Well, I had to go somewhere, so I was speeding, sorry. I'm not driving recklessly. Or you pulled me over and you gave me a $300 ticket for not having my seatbelt on. What the fuck am I hurting? It doesn't matter. Now, certain tickets I understand. Littering, I get it. Because you're just being a shitty person. Being on somebody's land, that's somebody paid for that shit. Get off of their shit. You're not supposed to be there. But most of the time, when a police officer pulls you over for something ridiculous, it's you never know how it's gonna go. If this cop is in a bad mood, you're fucked. You're really fucked. Not necessarily your life's in danger, but like you're paying. out of the ass for something that is ridiculous and you shouldn't really need to pay for it. You know, and I think that's not just the tickets, but, you know, a lot of the police shootings and everything like that. It's sort of from like a, you know, what you got to really ask yourself, why do people turn to crime? I'm gonna tell you why. At least why I think. It's not because they're bad people. It's because they have to. You know, when you are, say, 20 years old, right? You're barely making your payments, and, you know, now you got, you know, your girlfriend or your wife pregnant, and now you guys are about to have a kid. It's joyous. It's supposed to be something amazing and joyous, and a lot of times it is. But sometimes when you can't afford it, when you've got, you know, you can barely pay off your bills, you're in crazy debt, and now you got a kid coming in, and you can't afford it. Oh, now you got to do something. You really got to do something. You got to do something big and drastic to make sure that this kid is gonna have food to eat. He's gonna have a life. He's not gonna starve, and that your wife is not gonna starve, and you're not gonna starve. And sometimes a minimum wage job is just not gonna cut it. And I know what people are gonna say. Minimum wage jobs aren't for people like that. They're just for kids who just need a quick buck. Yeah, you're right. But at the same time, sometimes that's all there is. And when that's all there is, there's a problem. And say you've only got $50 in the bank and you need that to pay for the lights, and a cop pulls you over and you don't have the money, and you get a ticket for $300, you can't pay it off, you go in the circle of debt that you just can't get out of. And, you know, sometimes you have to do something drastic to get out of it. Now, I'm not condoning anything. I'm not saying that, you know, go out and steal or go out and do anything. I'd never say that's stupid. Don't follow the law. But I understand, you got to survive. And when you got to survive, you got to make shit happen. Well, I think I've talked. Oh, you know, let me finish this thought then. You know, and because of that, because people are struggling in certain areas and they can't get out for whatever reason, it causes unneeded stress. It causes an increase of crime. And you know what? When you're under that level of stress, and, you know, you can't, and you're struggling, you know, you're in a constant state of just fight or flight. And you know what? Shit happens. And I know police officers have a very stressful job, but you know what? A lot of cops shouldn't be cops. Honestly, I've got a few friends that are cops, and they're amazing people. And they, you know, I honestly believe they're going to be great police officers. They're really going to serve the community. But some police officers, hell no. Some of you guys were never meant to do this job. It is a crazy job. You're putting your life on the line every single day, you know, trying to protect and serve this community. And you know what? Sometimes it's you know, you got to be the kind of person where putting your life on the line every day to make the world better is something that, it doesn't matter how much it pays, it's just something that you want to do. And if that's not you, do yourself a favor, do everyone else a favor, try a different career path, do something you really want to do. Which kind of ties back to to my whole concept of, you know, doing things because of your ethnicity or the way you were brought up. Don't let that stop you from doing what you want to do. If you want to go out and do something with music, even though if you can't sing, you can't play an instrument, learn how to do something with music and go work with that shit. And you know what? I guarantee you'll be happier and you'll be better off in the long run. Alright, well, this was a long ass video. Hope you guys liked it. Like I said, if you guys have anything to say, questions, comments, concerns, whatever, drop it down below. I'll check it out. I'll read it. I'll respond. Hope you guys have a good day. Bye.